Hello everyone and welcome to Vic's Tarot Guidance. Today's video is going to be another hot topic and we are going to be asking Spirit who has their eyes on you and why. So we are going to be looking at the person's appearance / personality, and we're also going to be getting some initials just to get a better idea of who is this person who's keeping an eye on you and who's being curious about you. And then we are also going to be getting into the question of why they are keeping an eye on you. So why are they eyeing you? Why are they being curious about you? So today we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 is this raw citrine crystal. It's a very beautiful, strong energy coming off of this crystal. So this one is also used for sacral chakra. So if you're vibing with this one, this is the raw citrine and this is pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have a beautiful rose quartz crystal. This is also a raw rose quartz. There, it's a bit shiny because of all the light. So this is a raw rose quartz, pile number 2, and for pile number 3 we have a raw amethyst crystal. It's here, raw amethyst. For pile number 3, so I would invite you right now to take a few deep breaths, to just dive into your body, feel yourself in your body, feel yourself embodied. Just take a few cleansing breaths, maybe close your eyes if you feel called to, and just feel towards which pile calls to you the very most. It can be a crystal, it can be a number, it can also be a timestamp down below. So after you have decided, I would just invite you to go down to the description box and click on the timestamp of your reading. If you are called to more than one pile, that's also all right. There might be also messages waiting for you in other piles as well. Other than that, if you're maybe interested in a private reading from me, all the information about that and other information about me can be found on my website, or you can just email me on my email account. And all the information about that can also be found in the description box below this video. So without further ado, I would just like to invite you now to pick your pile, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. If you have picked this raw citrine crystal, this is going to be your reading for who has their eyes on you and why. So first of all, let's find out a little bit about your person's appearance and personality and who they are in day-to-day life. And then let's get into some initials. So first of all, so Spirit Source, we are asking the question of who has their eyes on pile number 1. Who has their eyes on pile number 1? What is this person like? What's their character? Who has their eyes on pile number 1? Spirit Source. Source, who has their... Okay. So we got the fox. So the fox is coming up as your card for who has your eyes on you. Who has their eyes on you? I'm sorry, who has your eyes on you? Wow, that's quite deep. Okay, let's get a few more cards. So who has their eyes on pile number 1, Spirit? Who has their eyes on pile number 1? What else can you tell us about their character, their personality, their appearance maybe? I'm getting brown hair from this fox, I don't know why. So Spirit, who has their eyes on pile number 1? Okay, we also have a camel coming up, more brown. Okay, interesting. Who has their eyes on pile number 1? Okay, I'm already getting like a strong vibe from these cards, but let's get like 2 more cards from this. So we also have the deer coming up. Okay, one more card. Spirit, who has their eyes on pile number 1? Has their eyes on pile number 1, Spirit? Source, what can you tell us about their appearance, their personality, and so on? Who has their eyes on pile number 1, please? Okay, so we have the bee. Alrighty. Okay, let's get into this. So here you go, just to show you the bee card. Alright, so we have the fox, the camel, the deer, and the bee coming up. So first of all, I would just like to point out that all of these cards are somewhat, brown based. And there's also the citrine, or I almost wanted to say carnelian right now, I don't know why, but carnelian is also has that brown base color, that sacral chakra color. So to me, this is making it look like maybe your person is more brownish in color, like skin color, or maybe they have brown hair or something of that nature. Maybe they also have brown eyes, I'm sensing, for some of you, especially with these two eyes of the fox and the deer popping out to me right now. So it is possible that your person has these hazel, dark, brownish, or just brownish eyes in general. But I am sensing that they have very shiny, very big, beautiful eyes. But anyway, just to get into their character a bit, I'm sensing they are a very gentle person, but they're also a very hardworking person. I'm seeing here with the bee card coming up, and with the camel as well. They are a person who has a lot of endurance and is very forbearing and patient. They're also a person who is very trusting in the universe in general, and they are a person who is, keeping their heart open. They are a person who is overall a very gentle person. That's coming up especially here with the deer card and with the message of trust the universe that is written on this card. So let me just show you this up close for a little bit. But yeah, with this card, I'm sensing that this person is very patient. They are very gentle as well. And they are a bit of an introverted person, I'm sensing here with this card. They are someone who likes to be very careful. They're also someone who likes to be, sure of things before they get to do them. So they're a person who likes to have control over things. Maybe they can sometimes be a bit micromanaging as well, but most of all, they are a person who likes to have control. They like to have things be predictable, if that makes sense. They like things to be figured out. They like to have things planned out. So they like to have this plan that they can stick to, and that they can just follow through with that plan. But with all that being said, they are also a very whimsical person. They are a person who likes to have fun as well. But I'm sensing this fun part of them doesn't come out very often. This is a part of them that is only visible to a few selected people in their lives. This is a part of them that maybe shines through at times, but you can only just, get glimpses or get just an intuitive vibe at times about that. But they only show this more whimsical, this more playful side of them to other people who are closer to them. So yeah, they are a very joyful person, I'm sensing here, and a very gentle person as well. They are also someone who notices and sees a lot, yet they keep this hidden away. They do not gossip, they do not, talk behind someone else's back. They are someone who is very much a person who is going to tell you things to their face, to your face. I'm sensing here with the camel. Like they are also someone who is deeply spiritual, someone who works very well with other people as well. Here with the B card, with this one, I'm also sensing that they might sometimes be a bit of an overworker. So your person might sometimes take on a lot of tasks or a lot of things that need to get done. But also getting a sense that they enjoy this, like they enjoy work, they enjoy hard work as well. But like I'm sensing that this work that they are doing, this is not like physically hard, it's more like mental labor, I want to say, but like it's mentally hard. It's like academic work, it's like administration or things like that, like, you know, also maybe keeping an eye on other people. Here I'm sensing with this B card and this one being bigger than the rest over here, like maybe your person is a type of a manager or a person like who is put in a bit of a managing or the director position. So sort of like a leader of others, someone who manages, someone who tells others what to do and how to do it. But yeah, like even if they are in this role, they are incredibly gentle. Here I'm sensing with this Deer card, like your person is indeed like incredibly soft on the inside, like they have a very soft heart. I'm seeing here with the Deer card, like they are very hardworking and all that, but they are very hard, they are very intuitive, they are a person who, you know, can feel into other people, can understand them, and they are a bit like a counselor person, a counselor vibe is something that they also have with them. They are someone who is also very highly attuned to, you know, higher consciousness. So they are a person who basically does live from a type of an enlightened position or a type or from a position of awakening almost with this camel card. So they are a person who is very peaceful by nature, like they are someone who brings with them this peacefulness. Even though like it is often like very work oriented, they do bring with them this gentleness and this peacefulness, also this slowness of manner, so almost like a groundedness in themselves and in what they are doing. And also, you know, just being very grounded in themselves by nature, like they have that sense of grounding things around them even when things are maybe a bit chaotic, and the things that need to be managed are a bit chaotic. They tend to be very, you know, patient and, you know, just take it slow, one bite at a time, one step at a time. And they have that type of approach of no rush with other people as well, which tends to put others at ease. I'm sensing here with the camel. Also, they tend to be very careful. I'm sensing here with the fox as well. Like they tend to put one paw in when or one's toes in water first. So one's paw in water, one's paw goes in the water first, and then they are ready to jump in if they notice that the water is fine for them. All right. So that's basically what I was trying to say. Just got distracted a bit with this foxy leg here. Oh my god, foxy leg. Look, foxy leg. Anyway, yep. What else? Okay, I'm just also getting a message right now that your person might be maybe a bit older than you, because there is like this tail of the fox that is a bit whitish over here. So I'm sensing that they might be someone who is maybe a bit older than you, someone who maybe has a gray hair here and there. I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't speak today. But yeah, they might be someone who is a bit older than you. They are someone who likes to be careful as well, someone who likes to test the waters first before they dive in, before they do anything. And why, concerning why, like this is just a primary intuition and can change a bit, or I can add on to it throughout the reading. But concerning why they are keeping their eye on you, I'm sensing that they have noticed that some kind of a connection with you, like they feel a type of a soulmate vibe with you coming from this deer card specifically here. Like they feel like they have known you before. Like this might also be a past life situation for some of you, but for others of you it might be a soulmate or just someone who is a significant actor in your life or in your current life path. They might not be a significant actor for a very long time in your life, but currently they are someone who has quite a lot of influence on your life, and vice versa. So your person also like feels that there is something here, that there is something to explore here, that there is something to come into more alignment or understanding with here. So that's why they are basically just, you know, thinking about you, keeping their eye on you, you know, being curious about what you're doing, how you're doing things, etc. So they might be also, you know, asking around to get more intel or to get more information on you. But most of all, I'm sensing like with this camel specifically, like this person is going to be someone who is not going to play games. They are not going to, you know, be wishy-washy or anything like that. Like when they are going to be sure that they want something, and this might take a while for them because they are very cautious and careful, but when they are sure what they want and how they want it, and you know, just the general, when they're going to have just this general idea of who you are and whether or not this would be like a good match for both of you, that like they're going to step up and they're going to talk to you, they're going to say something to you about you two, about your relationship, about your partnership or a friendship or whatnot. So yeah, basically that's what's coming up from these cards. Let's get into some initials now. So for pile number 1, Spirit, what can you tell us? Who has their eyes on them and why? Okay. Get some initials. These initials might be yours or they might be your person's. Just take that as it feels for you. So, has their eyes on pile number 1, Spirit. They really want me to mix this up. I don't know. Has their eyes on, okay. Alright, so let's first look at some initials and then let's get into the rest of the reading. Alright, so we have the A coming up for you. Amazing, ambitious. We have L. I'm sensing love, liking. So your person really does like you. I'm sensing like there is this like immediate, as I was looking at this L right now, I sensed like a surge of emotion. Like there was this immediate feeling of my heart being opened and this immediate sense of relaxation and, you know, feeling at peace, which might also be how they make you feel or how you make them feel here with the deer. Just, you know, this immediate release of energy, this immediate, you know, trust that this is right, that this feels right, you know, trust in your gut, trust in your heart, that this feels right. Also we have E. Like in my mind I'm just now like hearing E, like that excitement, that enthusiasm. Maybe that's also how they feel when they see you. We also have G. I'm sensing like a forest with this one with G, because like G in Slovene ghost is forest, so that's what I'm sensing. Also we have 2 H's. H's. It's also 2 over here. Maybe this is like a confirmation that this might be a soulmate for you guys. We also have an O coming up for you guys. Oasis, I'm sensing. Maybe you're like very special to this person. Maybe you are just very special for them. You help them feel relaxed, and that's also why they are keeping their eye on you, because they have not felt this way with anyone before, so they are not really familiar with these types of feelings that they are feeling. So they might be just keeping their eyes on you just to figure out what they are feeling, why they are feeling like this, why you're a type of oasis in this desert of life. Also we have F here. Why I'm just hearing, you know, flowers, also fucking. This is not that type of reading, but maybe your person just really has a lot of desire for you as well. We also have a B coming up. Badass, I'm hearing. Okay, maybe you're just like, you know, a badass for this person. Maybe you're just someone who is really incredible. And we have a J coming up. I'm sensing like there is juvenile coming to mind with this card. I don't know, maybe there is a type of an age difference. Like that's not going to resonate for all of you, but maybe there is like this age difference that is a factor in your lives. Also here we have Aquarius. So your person might be an Aquarius sign, they don't have to be. Maybe February or January is a month or a time that is very relevant for you guys in your connection. Or maybe your person is just like very forward thinking, as I was saying before, like maybe they're a bit of a visionary here. So that might be why Aquarius is coming up here as well. We also have Jupiter here, so the ruling planet of Sagittarius. So this makes me feel like your person is someone who is very expansive, like they have a lot of knowledge, they have a lot of ideas, they have like a lot of that expansive, abundant energy in their energetic field. I'm sensing they are also, I'm sensing here like maybe a bit of a philosopher, like they do have like these deep ideas, deep meaningful understanding of life as well. They do feel like someone who has a firm grasp on life, in a sense, like they understand it, they know how life works. Like they might also be a person who meditates or who is engaged in some kind of contemplative practice in their day-to-day lives. Also yoga is coming to mind right now, so that might be important, or a guiding light or guidance for some of you. All right, so we also have journal here coming up. This is making me think that your person is a bit of a writer, so they might maybe also have like a degree in, or a master's. They might be pursuing academic goals or something like that as well, but they might also just enjoy writing in general. It might be a very good communicator here as well. Okay, so we also have unconditional love here. So let me just take this like this so you can read it and see it. Unconditional love. So this to me is making it, you know, very clear that this is someone who is very important in your life, and that they feel unconditionally loved by you, and especially when they are with you or in your presence, which resonates again with this oasis that I was feeling before. So this surge of love, this surge of trust, also resonating strongly here with the Deer card coming up. And you might also feel like this about this person. So there is some type of an unconditional love, just this acceptance and trust between you two, even if you two don't know each other very well yet. We also have control here. So this is also making me feel like your person is, as I was, I think, saying before, they are a bit controlling. Like they like to have things figured out. They like to know where they are going. They like to have like the plan. They like to have like things like really figured out. I'm also sensing like they like to have a to-do list or like bullet points of what needs to get done. Like they are someone who is very organized, maybe a bit of a control freak, we could say, but mostly like they are someone who is, you know, very cautious, who likes to have control and, you know, have likes to have life in a way managed. They like to know where they're going, what they are doing next, and basically, yeah, they just like to have a plan set in motion and then just, go with that plan, go with what they have decided. We also have the artist card coming up for your person. So here we have innovation, providing, structure, and soul. So this little note for me is making it feel like your person is quite a creator, an innovator, an inventor maybe of sorts, but mostly I'm sensing like an inventor with words or things of that nature. Maybe they are also quite a dreamer or a visionary, as I was sensing before with the Aquarius card coming up. You also have the Magician here coming up as an archetype for your person. So we have power, leave a mark, and self. So yeah, exactly as I was telling you before. So they are quite a visionary, your person. They're an inventor, a charismatic leader is also something that very much relates and is a part of this archetype. They're also quite a healer. So as I was talking before with this B card, they are quite a leader of people. They like to manage people, but they are, not a manager in the sense of being a boss of someone. They're more like a motivator, more like a healer, more like this gentle leader who allows others to express themselves, who listens to others, and who also, is there to help others succeed. So basically, this is what I'm sensing from your person. And we also have here the motivator as the anagram of your person. So we have the motivator and also quite a bit of a performer. So your person might also be good maybe at giving presentations, given that maybe they're a boss or a leader of some kind. So they might be a good performer, a skilled speaker, and so on as well. But most of all, like a motivator of people as well here, I'm sensing. All right, so let's get maybe one more or two more cards from this deck here, and then let's finish up this reading. Wow, and was quite a bad shuffle. Sorry about that. Oh God, I think my hands are too small to shuffle this deck. Okay. So Spirit, who has their eyes on pile number 1? Source, Spirit, who has their eyes on pile number 1? What can you tell us about this person? Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords. They want me to take this one as well. No, that's not the... Oh, it is the 8 of Swords. Yeah. Have the Ace of Pentacles. I'll show you the cards in a minute. So have here the Wheel of Fortune coming up. Okay, who has their eyes on pile number 1? Who has their eyes on pile number 1? Why, Spirit, who has their eyes on pile number 1? We have the Protector here. You also have the King of Wands coming up. Let's see who has their eyes on pile number 1. We have the Page of Cups. Who has their eyes on pile number 1? Spirit, eyes on pile number 1. Okay, and we have the Keeper of Wands. So interesting. Also the King of Pentacles. Yeah, very much. And the Emperor. All right, maybe let's leave it at that. And also we have the Hanged Man in the reversed position as the bottom deck energy. This Hanged Man in reverse is making me feel like your person has been through a lot. And they have learned to trust Spirit through this. Like they have learned to trust Spirit and trust in the support of the universe and trust in the power of their heart, trust in the power of goodness and trust in their day-to-day life, because they have been through quite a lot of heartache here, I'm sensing, with this Hanged Man. But all right, let's get into these cards. So we have the 8 of Swords coming up for you guys. So who is this person? This card specifically is giving me a feeling of healing. So like a shaman who is going to take someone who is, all bandaged up and needs protection, and they are going to heal them, they are going to help them. So your person really, feels others. I'm sensing, like, I'm getting also a very empathic vibe from this card of someone who sees the pain and recognizes the pain of others and is willing to help them here. Also, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and this card to me is basically saying that your person is someone who is very willing to help others, very willing to, offer some material support, support in the physical realm, basically. So they are someone who is also a path opener, someone who is or is maybe in a position to advance someone else in day-to-day life as well here, which again chimes in very well with their possible leadership position or management position. Okay, so here with the Protector, I'm getting that they are also very feminine, that they are in touch with their femininity, in touch with their gentleness, as we were talking before with the Deer card. Like, your person is very much someone who is willing to provide for others, someone who is willing to take care of others, someone who feels for others and is, almost like a mother hen for other people. Very well represented by this card. This one is actually like a spin-off of the Empress. So your person is very much in tune with their intuition as well. I'm sensing with this card, and in tune like with their nature, with who they are, and in tune with the nature of being human as well. I'm hearing, whoops, wow, with this card. So that just landed hard. Okay, then, right, let's just get into this one then very quick. So with these little angels here representing the Wheel of Fortune, I'm getting strong vibes that this union, or that you meeting this person, is in a way destined, that you might have had past lives together. Of course, take that as it resonates, but I'm like really getting strong past life vibes from this card. So you have been put on this person's journey, or they have been put on yours, or will be put on yours in the future, because like they have something significant to offer you, they have something significant to bring to your life, or you have something significant to bring to their life, or basically both as well, because it's always both. Like they upgrade you, let's say, under the quotation marks, and you upgrade them under the quotation marks. I have trouble speaking again. But yeah, basically there is some type of an expansion that's going to happen with your person. That's also why they have this curiosity about you, why they're keeping their eye on you, because they feel like this curiosity, this feeling of knowing you before, like this sense of seeing you and feeling their heart open up, feeling their heart swell with joy basically as they see you. And this is basically also maybe a past life energy that you two share, and that is in a way bringing you back together to maybe build something together, maybe to realize something, maybe just to be there for each other at this time. It can be a variety of things for so many of you. So, but there is definitely something that you are bringing to the table for the other. Like you are both basically baking something for the other and bringing it to your reunion, let's say, here in the present time. So let's see. Okay, so your person is here with the Keeper of Wands and with the King of Wands. Like they are someone who is very, I'm sensing like confident. Like they are a person who has things figured out, and they're basically right now in the process of waiting to see how things play out. Like as I was saying before, they are quite a cautious person, so they are basically waiting to see how they will be feeling about you in the future and how things will play out for the both of you here. Like they do not want to make too many sudden moves, even though they feel strongly and they are very passionate. As I was saying before, also with the Jupiter, like they are a person who is bringing that expansion, who is bringing that expansive energy. But they are currently like taking this sitting down. They are waiting to see what happens. They are waiting to see how they feel the next time you two meet each other or the next time they see you. And they're just trying to, keep it chill to see where this is going. Also here we have the Page of Cups. This to me is basically like a confirmation that they like you, that they feel very gently and lovingly towards you. They feel a lot of unconditional love towards you as well here with the Page of Cups, but they are like keeping this internally currently. Like they are not yet ready to jump out there and sing their heart out. Like they are singing their heart out internally, like introspecting about this relationship, thinking about it in so many beautiful ways, like basically bathing in this energy of this relationship, in that joy, in that expansiveness of the heart, in that feeling of feeling their heart being just so beautifully open and available and ready to receive love and to give love. So they're allowing themselves to just feel into that energy and be in that energy for the time being, and not yet, in the Knight of Cups energy where they would be ready to offer their cup, or where they would be ready to offer something to you. Like for now, they're only basically ready to offer some type of a protection, some type of a motivation, some type of like something that would open doors to you in your life. Or in your career path, basically something that would be more material or something that would be more physical here. Also your person is, as I was saying before, like very confident again here with the King of Pentacles and with the Emperor coming up. They are someone who does have themselves figured out. They are someone who is very grounded in themselves. Just look at these two, just, standing their ground, like being very chill, being very calm in their presence, being very calm in the knowledge of who they are. And basically that's how I'm sensing your person. Also here we have the Emperor and the Empress coming up. Oh, sorry, you can't see. So we have the Emperor and the Empress coming up for the Divine Masculine cards or the Divine Masculine decks. So this to me is quite a confirmation that your person does have this beautiful balance of Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine within themselves, and that they are very good at balancing these energies out, which is also why they give out this very calm, very peaceful, very awakened atmosphere and very awakened like mood. And are able to, really calm others around them and guide them in that beautiful way of a leader. So this is basically to me just a confirmation of what I was saying so far, that they are a person who likes to be in control, that they are a person who is a good motivator, a good leader of other people, that they are a person who likes to get along with others and likes, to just lead others and helps others succeed as well, that they are an intuitive person, also a visionary, and someone who has themselves, figured out, someone who understands themselves, and someone who is, again, here with this Emperor, I'm sensing a bit older, perhaps. This is not going to resonate for all of you. This is, of course, like a general reading, so take, of course, what resonates and leave the rest for others. But this person might be quite a little bit older than you. They might be your mentor or someone older that you have met through some acquaintance or through career opportunities and things like that. All right, so this is basically what I'm seeing for you guys. So yeah, they also might be, I'm sensing a Capricorn here with the Emperor, or an Aries. But yeah, that's going to, of course, resonate differently for all of you. Anyway, that's all I have for you today for your reading of Who Has Their Eye on You and Why. I hope this reading resonated. I hope it was fun for you guys. And yeah, if you like this reading, please give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you would maybe like a personal reading from me, all the information is in the description box below this video, so make sure to check that out as well. So without further ado, I would just like to wish you all the best on your continued journey and hope to see you again in another one of my videos. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you have picked this wonderful, lovely and gentle rose quartz crystal, this raw quartz, this is going to be your reading for Who Has Their Eyes on You and Why. So first of all, we are going to be looking at this person's appearance and personality, and then we're going to be getting into their initials a bit more, and also asking Spirit why they are eyeing you. So why are they curious about you? Why are they keeping their eye on you? All right, so first of all, Spirit, Source, let's get into this. So who has their eyes on pile number 2? Source, who has their eyes on pile number 2? So let's just take one card, not too many. Who has their eyes on pile number 2, Spirit? Who has their eyes on pile number 2? What's their character? What's their personality? Who has their eyes on pile number 2, Spirit? It's too many again. One card, please. You're very good in pile number 1. Just one card, please. Who has... There we go. Alright, so... Alright, so we have the hawk. This is a goshawk or goshawk coming up for you guys. So the hawk, basically, let's call it the hawk. This card is giving me very intellectual vibes. So straight off the bat, your person is definitely very intellectual, very smart. But let's get a few more cards here now. So for pile number 2, Spirit, who has their eyes on them? What's their character? What can you tell us about them? Who has their eyes on pile number 2, Spirit? Who has their eyes on pile number 2? Okay, so we have the wolf coming up for you guys. Very beautiful, very, very beautiful cards. So we have the goat coming up for you guys. The message of the wolf is be independent but work together, and the message of the goat is to act from your innate wisdom. Alright, Spirit, one more card please. Who has their eyes on pile number 2? Who has their eyes on pile number 2, Spirit? Alright, we have the guinea pig. Oh my god, so cute. We have the guinea pig. This one vibes so well with the rose quartz, and this one is saying do your part to illuminate the universe. But basically the guinea pig is an animal that comes from the planet Venus, and they are basically here to let us know that it is okay to be vulnerable, that it is okay to, you know, express your vulnerability and to just live your vulnerability, because they come to this life basically this bundle of softness. And they are quite defenseless, so they have like this ability to just open people's hearts and open people's perception and just allow people to be vulnerable by being basically the forerunner in that direction. So the guinea pig for you guys. And for an animal that characterizes the person who has an interest in you. So, okay. let's get into this. This is quite interesting because on one hand we have the hawk over here, and on the other we have the guinea pig. So this person has quite a range here, I'm sensing. Like they are someone who is incredibly intellectual. Like your person is very smart, is very capable. Like they are someone who is a good writer. Maybe they are also in academia. So I am always, you know, connecting eagles and hawks and animals of that nature, also owls, to people in academia, to people who have some type of academic interest as well. So your person might be a writer, or they might be just like a very analytical person, like a professor maybe, or someone who is currently working in computer sciences or things like that. But basically they are someone who is an incredibly analytical person, someone who is able to think like in a very structural manner, someone who is able to keep in mind and juggle very difficult concepts as well, and someone who basically, you know, lives in the mind, someone who takes the mind to be their oyster in a way, someone who basically, you know, is very intellectual and is very thoughtful and is very thorough and is very meticulous about what they say, how they say it, and someone who is also very, in a way, confident about their intellect, someone who, you know, is or has this pride about their intellect. So this is sort of like also King of Swords here, someone who is in a way very logical and analytical and is able to think in a very orderly and structural manner. So they might also have a job or a prospect that they are in that, you know, conveys that very well. Okay, here with the wolf card, this one is very interesting. This one is making me think that this person is a soulmate of yours, especially like with these two little wolves over here and the moon. This is making me really get strong soulmate vibes for you guys. Yeah, like you two are in a way destined to meet each other or destined to be together in some sense, maybe as friends or as partners or as colleagues in some manner. Like I believe that there are different types of soulmates as well, so your soulmate can also be your friend, but this is in a way a person who is going to teach you a lot about yourself and about how you relate to others and how you work with other people. So this person is basically here in a way being called to you. I'm sensing with this card to be in a way a guide for you, a mentor perhaps, or you are supposed to be their mentor. Like it could go vice versa, and it's probably going to be both. Like they're going to teach you something about yourself and you're going to be taught something from them, but then you're also going to, you know, be teaching them a lot about themselves and how they act and how they can better understand themselves. So there is a type of expansion going on here. But also another message coming up from this card is that this is a bit of an uncertain time for your person. Like they are basically curious about you because they feel some type of a connection, but they are not yet certain about what it is, or they are not able to, you know, pinpoint it. It is not in the realm of what they have so far thought or perceived about the world here with the hawk coming up for them. And this is, you know, a bit strange, a bit different. There is something happening and they don't know why, they don't really understand what's going on. Okay, I'm just getting like a strong image from this card because it feels as though this hawk has been looking at this hawk back here, and this might very well be you. So they were basically, before this picture was taken, they were looking at this hawk and they got so super confused about everything that they are feeling and everything that they have sensed as you. This little beautiful hawk over here flew by, and then they just looked into the camera like this, all like shocked, you know, oh my god, what is this, what's going on, you know, sort of like a freeze situation. There was like also, but also like this almost like a demanding nature of, please tell me what's going on, please tell me why I feel this way. So that's basically the vibe that I'm getting from this card right now. So they are quite unsure, also with the moon coming up here, they are quite unsure about this connection, but they are a person who is nevertheless also a big dreamer, someone who is, you know, a bit yeah, a dreamer, like that archetype of the dreamer, you know, someone who is also quite a lover. Oh, I'm not really remembering that correctly right now from the male archetype. So you have the lover, and the aspect of the lover is also the dreamer persona. So someone who does tend to daydream a lot, and someone who tends to make up stories in their mind about things and how things are going to go on and so on. But basically, to return to this card right now, I'm sensing that they are quite confused about this situation and about how you make them feel. So they are keeping an eye on you to basically try to figure out why you're making them feel the way that they do here. Also, with the goat here, I'm sensing they are very responsible, that they are a person who is a good worker, they are hardworking, they are also the person who is ambitious, someone who does, you know, set goals and does also achieve them, someone who is not a slacker of any kind, but someone who does get the job done very carefully and very meticulously here as well. This is a person who is very much in tune with their family as well. So a person who adores their family, a person who in a way lives for their family. This might be that they have a family or already, or that they, you know, wish to have a family, or if they would have a family, they would basically behave in such a way that they would take great care and be very protective and caring of their family. So that's basically what I'm sensing here with the goats. So them being basically very meticulous, very ambitious, very careful with their family and with the young ones. They are a person also who might be very good with kids, which might not be, you know, something that you would think about them from the first situation. So when you first meet them, from their first appearance and from the first impression of them, you would think that they're, you know, someone who is very intellectual, someone who is very smart. I'm also hearing snobby right now for some reason, but they're also someone who is very carefree in a sense, but within their lines of what they consider in a way comforting, what they consider to be within their sphere of the world, within what feels comfortable and safe for them. So they do feel like they are like on a spectrum of openness. So if you understand or know of the big five, like they are not completely an open person, like they have some reservations about some things, but they are, you know, not so secluded or not open to new things either, but they just prefer to have, you know, a sort of a habitual way of doing things. They do take care to establish habits because they feel like that is comforting in a sense and helps them have their day figured out and helps them get the work done that they have to get done. So they are a creature of habit here, I'm sensing, but not entirely. Like they can also let go and have fun, but they more than not prefer to have some habits and habitual ways of doing things set out for them. But yeah, as I was saying, they are also very good with children here, and you know, they have this way of vibing with children that comes to them very naturally, which might come as a surprise for some of you as you get to know this person better. Also, we have the guinea pig here, and this guinea pig is something that is very fascinating to be coming out in this deck, but this one is also letting me know that your person is in a sense very emotional. Like they might even have like Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio somewhere in their chart. Like I'm mostly sensing like a Pisces moon for most of you, because there is this like strong emotionality of your person here. Like they are a person who feels things very deeply, even though they do not necessarily show it to other people. So they are someone who is very emotional, but they do not show this often. Like they are someone who is very internal concerning their emotions, and they only share their emotions with a select few people that they consider to be the most trustworthy in their lives. But they are someone who is really able to love incredibly deeply here with the guinea pig coming up. They are someone who does open up their heart to only selected few people in their lives, but when they do open up their heart, they open it up completely, and they very much trust that person, and they, love them with all of their being and might. So this is something that is very beautiful. Like your person has that also gentle power concerning their heart and concerning like this openness. There is almost like a mood here that is like this, allowing things to be as they are and allowing life to take them where it needs to take them, even though they are sometimes, cautious and try not to go in the directions that are uncomfortable for them or are too new for them here. But they are overall not so stubborn to not allow this to happen, especially if it is a matter of the heart for them. Alright, so let's get into some of their initials. So these might be your initials or your person's initials. More than likely they're going to be your person's initials. And let's get into like some personality characteristics of them as well here. So for pile number 2, Spirit, let's see, what can you tell us about books? Okay, pile number 2. Okay, right, so let's first of all look at some of the initials here. Okay, we have quite a lot of these, so we'll get through that quite quickly. Okay, so we have a J coming up. I'm hearing joy, joviality here. We have an L coming up for you as well. Love, loneliness I'm sensing here as well. Maybe your person is quite a loner. This might be very resonating with the analytical type of person. We have a G. We also have an N coming up. We have a B, born to rule, born to run, born to love. We have a W as well, so I'm hearing world with this one. Moon of my life as well. Like, why am I hearing moon of my life? I don't know. Maybe like your person really does consider you to be the Khaleesi to their Kal. But yeah, let's see. We have the unknown here. So this is coming up again. As I was talking before with the moon, of course, like there is a lot of the unknown in this situation currently for them. So that's also why, they're keeping an eye on you, why you're maybe thinking about them more. And yeah, like your person is quite uncertain about how this is going, who you are here with this little hawk in the background, what is going on, where this will lead. So they are basically here, overthinking this a little bit. So that's also why you might be, feeling them more in day-to-day life if you already know who this is and just basically need a confirmation of sorts. Like, yeah, this person is more on your mind, more in your mental sphere over here because they are considering this relationship. They are a bit confused about it. They do not know how to think about it currently. So they are basically, just connecting with you a bit in the astral realms and trying to figure this out, especially in the dream spaces. Okay, so let's get into these first. So your person, we also got Pisces for them. So I was talking about Pisces before with the guinea pig, Pisces moon, Pisces sun. This might be relevant for you guys. So they might be a Pisces moon or Pisces sun. They might be just, very intuitive, but they do not let this on easily. We also have the earth coming up, or Gaia. So your person does feel like they're also very connected to nature. They maybe enjoy taking walks in nature as well. Maybe you have met or saw each other in nature for the first time, and that might have sparked something with you guys. Maybe you also saw each other or met each other during camping. I'm sensing for some of you, I just saw like these camping tents. So that might be resonating for some of you. We also have exercise here. So I'm feeling like your person does take good care of their body. They do try to exercise and take care of themselves, take care of their fitness, take care of their diet, and so on. So they are very much, a person who likes to take care of themselves, take care of their body, and also to take care of the people who are closest to them, here with the wolf and the goat as well. You also have journal here, so your person might be a bit of a writer. They might be a person who enjoys writing, maybe writing short stories, articles, papers, if they're more in the academic sphere. But yeah, they do enjoy writing. They do enjoy expressing themselves with words, expressing themselves by writing their thoughts down to get better clarity about what they are thinking, and so on. And we also have the sun here. So this card, this message to me is basically saying that all of this that is unclear about this relationship so far will be brought into the daylight soon. Like currently it feels like it's a bit in the moonish sides, it's in the unknown, but it will be processed quite soonish and it will be brought into the daylight. So your person is going to gain clarity about this situation quickly, and then they will be able to act. They will be able to, say what's on their mind and communicate more clearly about what's going on. Also with the sun here, I'm sensing they are quite, joyful around you. Like they feel this joy and love around you. And this is something that is, allowing them to open up their heart more, allowing them to be more in touch with their emotions as well, and be in touch with their vulnerability a bit more as well, which might be something that they have, pushed to the sidelines to their mental interests in the past. So yeah. What else is coming up? I feel like there is more to say about this sun. I feel like they will tell you things when the time comes. Like you will know everything when the time comes. And your person is going to be someone who is going to step up and start a conversation with you when the time comes. So when they gain this clarity, when they gain this understanding. Right, so yeah, that's basically why they're keeping their eye on you, because they're gaining data. Basically they're gaining information, very much in tune with their character here with the hawk as well. So like they are gaining as much information as they can about your connection and about you, to be able to understand what's going on here. Maybe they're a person who isn't so well versed in spirituality yet. Like they are well versed here in taking care of themselves, taking and giving their body everything that it needs to get, and they are good in this physical aspect of their lives, but they are maybe not as good as that in the emotional and especially in the spiritual aspects of their lives. So they are, you know, on a bit of shaky feet and shaky foundation concerning that, and they have to, you know, figure and process this out here. So we have the unknown here, we have the mental here, and we have the sun here, and also have the journal over here in the middle. And you know, this feels as though they are going to process these unknown things through mental acts, you know, trying to understand things more mentally at first, and then getting into more understanding by then feeling into their heart and feeling into their, how shall I put this, like awakened spirituality. So as they begin to evolve this emotional body of theirs, emotionality and intuition, they're also going to come into contact more with their spiritual nature as a human being walking this earth, and then they're going to, you know, gain clarity about this connection more, and then, you know, that will be also clarity for you guys as they're going to step forward a bit more and give you some words of clarity and confirmation. All right, so let's see who your person is. So we also have here, we have the reformer as their anagram types. So we have number 1 anagram, the reformer. This is also quite a perfectionist. So this is quite a hawk over here. We also have the helper coming up. So your person is also very much a giver. They prefer to, you know, help others. They like to lift people up. They like to help people in any way that they can. We also have the leader coming up. So the 8 anagram. So your person might be in a bit of a leadership position, or in a position that allows management of some kind here. Maybe they are a manager in their job. Maybe they're, you know, just a very good leader, like a very good communicator and very good leader of people in general. You also have the loyalist coming up as the anagram type number 6. And this is also the questioner. So they are someone who questions the status quo. They are someone who questions what is and how, and just like they like to consider how things can be better. Also, as their archetypes, we have the ruler. This one talks about control, providing structure, and the self. So this is again an archetype that talks about more leadership positions, someone who might be a bit privileged. That this can also like mean a role model, a politician, or aristocrat of sorts. So your person can be quite fancy. For some of you, they are again like a good leader. They are maybe in a leadership or a management position for some of you, or have that type of a job. And we also have the magician archetypes. This talks about power, leaving a mark, and the self. And this to me basically means that your person is quite a visionary. They are an inventor of sorts, which goes well again with the hawk. They are also a charismatic leader and a healer. So they have quite a range here with this magician archetype, again like talking about the guinea pig as the healer, and also the hawk as this visionary inventor and charismatic leader. So they might very well be here a type of a political figure as well for some of you. But let's get into some tarot cards now to finish up this reading for you guys. Okay, so pile number 2, spirit, not yet. Pile number 2, spirit. So who has their eyes on pile number 2? What can you tell us about this person? Who has their eyes on pile number 2, spirit? Oops. I just saw like the King of Pentacles jumping up, but they jumped right into the deck. So pile number 2, spirit. Who has their eyes on pile number 2? Who's the person that has their eyes on pile number 2, spirit? What can you tell about it? What can you tell us about this person? All right, so we have the 6 of Cups coming up along with the 10 of Cups. All right, so with the Six of Cups, you might have known this person for quite a long time. Like they might have even been a prominent figure in your childhood with the Six of Cups coming up. This might also just indicate that they are a person you have known for a very long time, or at least your souls have known each other for quite a long time. So they might be a soulmate or a past life connection for you guys as well. But most often, like the Six of Cups also indicates that this is a childhood connection, that this is a person you have known before in childhood, and you have formed, a connection with them when you were children, and you are now, in a way, again, connecting and reuniting with them. So this might be a message of who they are for some of you. We also have the Ten of Cups here, and this one to me, gives a strong vibes of a person who is a leader and who is good at connecting with others, who is also, able to really communicate very well and feel into other people, feel into what other people might need and want, and then just to work towards satisfying all of the needs of everyone basically involved in a situation. So this gives me a vibe of someone who is indeed a leader, someone who takes other people's interests and needs into account, which goes well again with the goat and the wolf here as well. So someone who is a good leader, someone who listens to the people, someone who takes differences and different wants and needs into account when making a decision. So someone who is really good at listening to other people, what they need, what they are like as well. So they might be a very good listener, a counselor perhaps as well, or a very good mentor to people. They might be also very good at just recognizing differences between people and, just understanding differences and working with differences here. Okay, so we have too much, Spirit, too much. Okay, let's see. Pile number 2, Spirit, what else can you tell us about this person? So we have the Page of Cups coming up here. So this Page of Cups also came up in pile number 1, but this card to me is basically making me think that your person feels a lot of joy and a lot of sunshine when they are around you. Like they feel very calm and at peace, and they feel like their heart is opening when they are around you. And this is basically something that might be confusing to them, so that's why they are keeping their eye on you as well. But mostly like you feel them you do feel them, but also like you make them feel very comfortable in who they are. You make them feel this unconditional love and unconditional understanding, and you help them trust in the universe. You help them see love and to really feel love on a different level here, I'm sensing. But I'm also like feeling like this feeling is yet a bit internal, like they are not communicating it yet. They're just basically vibing in it, feeling it out, trying to understand it through just feeling it out, being in the energy of this feeling, being in this energy of love and, connecting with someone who they have known for a very long time. So someone who has basically known them, someone who knows them in their core self. You also have here the Lovers card coming up. So this might be a confirmation for some of you that you are indeed dealing with your soulmate or your twin flame here. So the Lovers card here is again letting me know that they are someone who is very important in your lives. They're someone who would be able to recognize you with eyes shut as well, just by basically feeling you, feeling into your energy. And that's basically also what's happening at the time. For you guys, like you're feeling into each other, you're feeling into each other's energy, and you do not need to see with your eyes, you do not need to recognize with your eyes, because your soul recognizes the soul in the other person. Like your soul recognizes this person from without any other prior knowledge or without anything else that would need to be said or done or seen. Like your soul knows who they are, and their soul also knows who you are. So basically this is a soul level recognition going on over here. This is basically a confirmation that you are indeed dealing with your soulmate here. Also, we have the Ten of Wands coming up for your person. So this might basically just mean that your person is currently taking on a lot, that they are also someone who tends to take on a lot of responsibility and a lot of work. They might be a bit of a workaholic as well for some of you, but like they are a person who is currently dealing with a lot, someone who takes on a lot of roles, someone who takes on a lot of responsibility as well. But also it feels as though this connection is giving them, you know, is putting a strain on them almost a little bit here. Like they have not felt like this before, and now they are basically, you know, a bit overwhelmed, it feels, by this card. They are overwhelmed by all of these feels. I'm hearing like they are overwhelmed by everything that they are feeling and everything that's opening up for them currently, but also like because of everything else that was already present in their lives and all of the responsibilities. But yeah, like they are quite overwhelmed. But this is also the Ten of Wands, which means that the cycle will be ending soon, that they will be gaining understanding soon. So let's see, what else can you tell us, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this person? Pile number 2. So we have also the Nine of Pentacles coming up here for you guys. So your person is, in a way, you know, taking it chill, trying to take a step back currently. With this card, they are quite well off, I'm sensing, like financially and otherwise, so status wise, but they are, you know, trying to understand their feelings a bit more. They are trying to, you know, take a step back and try to chill and just, you know, understand and feel out this connection that they have with you. All right, so what else, Spirit? Is there anything else that you would like to tell us about this person? Who are they, or what they are currently going through? Anything else, Spirit, that you would like to say for pile number 2? Whoops. Okay, so we have quite a few cards. Let's just take this one and this one for you guys. So, oh wow, okay, very potent, strong cards coming up. So we have Death here coming up for you guys, and we also have the Moon. The Intuition card. This is the High Priestess, basically. I don't know why I said the Moon. But yeah, like, wow, very strong cards. It feels as though like your person is going to undergo some kind of a life and death, like no life renewal situation here with the Death card, that is going to lead them towards awakened intuition. So they're basically going to rise up as a phoenix through the ashes. Maybe they are currently also going through a hard period. So as we were talking about before with the Ten of Wands, maybe there is something that they need to figure out about their life, something to end their life, something that has to end in their life. Sorry, I can't speak today. But yeah, there is something that needs to end in their lives, and there needs to be a new beginning. And this new beginning is going to be something that awakens their intuition. So they're going to come to a type of an understanding. This might be something that I was talking about before, about, you know, just coming into the understanding that they are a spiritual being embodying a physical existence, and not the other way around, as science and, you know, media usually likes to portray life. Yeah, they're going to, you know, come to a new perspective. They're going to be awakened. They're going to let go of aspects of themselves that have no longer any purpose in their lives, and they're going to, you know, rise up as a phoenix from the ashes of what no longer serves them, and, you know, gain in intuition, gain in understanding of life, and basically they will come into this higher power, this higher understanding of who they are and why they are here, and also they're going to embody their higher perspective here as well. This is going to be greatly facilitated by the lovers as well. So by being in contact with you, by being in your proximity, so just by being around you, they're going to be able to sort of channel in and flush through everything that no longer serves them, but channel in everything that they are and everything that they have always been. So yeah, this feels like very much a call of faith here as well. So following themselves, following what is truly theirs, following their intuition with the crows in the background here. So the crow is usually a messenger of truth, a messenger that calls you towards your purpose, towards your north node. Basically, it is a guide in shamanic meditation, often appearing as such. So that is basically what they are going to go through now. So this is basically just a little message for some of you who resonate with the twin flame and soulmate scenarios here. And that is basically all I have for you right now for your reading, for who has their eyes on you and why. I do hope this video resonated for you guys. I hope it brought you some clarity. Also, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up down below and subscribe for more similar pick a card readings coming your way in the future. Also, if you would maybe like a more personal touch, a personal reading from me, all the information about that is in the description box below this video. So without further ado, I would just like to wish you a very good day, and I hope to see you again in another one of my videos. Bye bye. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you have picked this raw amethyst crystal, this is going to be your reading for who has their eyes on you and why. I don't know why I'm talking like that, I'm sorry. Okay, so first of all, we are going to be looking into the vibe or the personality and appearance of your person through some animal companion cards here. And then we're also going to be getting into their initials and into some keywords that might let us know a bit more about your person, and then also some tarot cards. All right, so let's get into it. So, Spirit Source for pile number 3, please. Who has their eyes on pile number 3 and why? So who has their eyes on pile number 3? Who has their eyes on pile number 3, Spirit? What can you tell us? Oh, all right, so we have an otter. Very interesting. Wow, I never gotten this one. I never even saw this one in this deck, but this is an otter card coming up for you guys. So who is your person who has their eyes on you? I'm seeing I'm sensing that they are a very adaptable type of a person, like they are someone who does well in water and on land. But let's first get a few more animal oracle cards to get a better idea of who they are, and then dive into this card more. So who has their eyes on pile number 3, Spirit? Who has their eyes on pile number 3? Okay, one more card, please. Has their eyes on pile number 3, Spirit? Who has their eyes on pile number 3? What can you tell us about their character? So who has their eyes on pile number 3? Who has... Oop, there we go. All right. So here we have the kangaroo coming up for you guys. This one says, be a force for good. So the kangaroo. Also, we have the hedgehog coming up for you guys. Be a magnet for light, love, and joy is the message that the hedgehog brings. And we also have the kingfisher coming up for you guys. So for who has their eyes on you, be patient and focused over here with the Kingfisher. Okay, so first of all, let's get the energy of the Otter here. So with the energy of the Otter over here, I'm sensing that your person is like very loyal, but almost like a little bit fickle as well. Like their character is very much akin to that of a cat, but more like a water cat in a sense. Like I guess otters could be termed water cats, but they are someone who is very smooth, like a smooth talker, I'm sensing. Like also someone who is very gentle, someone who is very whimsical and playful as well, I'm sensing, and also someone who is very curious. Like they have this type of childlike curiosity about them. With the Otter here, I'm sensing like they like to play and have fun and enjoy life, like that type of attitude. But they're also someone that is very, very intuitive, I'm sensing here with the Otter. So they are someone who does well, as I said, on land, so on earth, and also someone who does well in water. So they are someone who is not who is well versed in intuitive matters, someone who is well versed in spirituality and in what do I want to say, like emotional matters, matters of the heart, matters of the soul, matters where they have to show their vulnerability and talk about their heart, talk about their emotions. So your person is someone who does not shy away from those matters. They are someone who is very in tune with their emotional side, someone who does swim well in their emotional pile of water. So I don't know what I just called it, an emotional pile of water. So their emotional world is something that they do very well in. But yeah, like they are someone who is also quite grounded, but someone who also, like, you know, goes well with the flow of life. I'm sensing here with the Otter, someone who is not going to remain too stuck in one aspect of their life, but there are someone who is going to remain, you know, grounded, and someone who is going to go well with the flow of life, you know, that they are someone who can in a way fall asleep on this flow of life and just allow it to take them where it needs to take them. It just feels like this releasement, like they have this releasement to life pinned down, like they can have this trust in life, this love, and you know, just an understanding of where life is taking them down to a T. Like they trust, they know that if they release to life and if they release where life is taking them, that it's going to take them where it needs to take them. Almost like a bit of a hippie vibe here I'm sensing as well, like with the kangaroo. I don't know why I'm getting a hippie vibe from this kangaroo, but that's what I'm sensing. Like I'm getting someone who is very released to life, someone who is very in tune with life, someone who is maybe, you know, down to boogie and things like that, you know, someone who is very relaxed, someone who is a relaxed person, someone who goes with the flow as well, someone who is not too boggled down by the responsibilities in life, just someone who is very intuitive, someone who listens to their heart, and someone who is basically in alignment with their nature and where they have to be and where they have to go. So they are very chill about life in general. Like they do not like to make too many plans. They are quite a free person, like a freedom loving person, a free spirit person here with the kangaroo as well. But that also doesn't mean that they don't have like strong boundaries, because with the kangaroo here I'm sensing that, and with the hedgehog as well here, I'm sensing that your person has like really, really strong boundaries set up. Like they know who they are, they know where they end in a way, like where their likes and dislikes are. So they are not someone who is pushed around by others. They are someone who has themselves, you know, pegged down. They are someone who understands themselves, someone who understands their emotions very well as well here with the author. But they are like someone who also knows who they are very well. Like they know what they like, what they dislike, what type of a relationship they like to be in and whatnot. But they do feel here like a bit almost like a social worker with the kangaroo. Like they do like to take care of others. I'm feeling here they like to, you know, take care of others in their little pouch. And you just maybe be a counselor or some type of a charity worker or a social worker here, I'm sensing with the kangaroo. But yeah, like even though like they are very chill, like they are very kind, very open, very, you know, emotionally open to others and allow others to talk about their emotions to them, they do have like very strong boundaries in place with the hedgehog here. Like they are very, and they feel very strongly about some things, and they have very strong principles as well that can't really be changed or, you know, challenged to make them change their mind, because like they are quite stubborn here with the hedgehog, I'm sensing. Like they have a very gentle, very soft character, very gentle and soft nature, but like they have strong boundaries as well, you know, because often in the spiritual field you will find people who are very gentle and soft and who do not have like such strong boundaries in place. But here, like with the hedgehog, I'm sensing that both things are in place. Like there are the strong boundaries and there is this softness of character, like this softness and just openness to people, allowing people to be who they are and allowing themselves to be who they are, and this like freedom loving, just, you know, allowing everyone to be who they are and just accepting that things are the way that they are. That's the type of vibe that I'm getting from this person, just this very open, accepting person, but someone who is not a pushover, someone who does not allow others to walk all over them, but someone who, you know, establishes things very strongly. And this establishing things very strongly is bringing us to the kingfisher here. Like there is this focus to this person as well, like this strong principled nature, this strong alignment with their principles and alignment with who they truly are and what they are doing in this world. So they are a person who is very much focused on their nature, someone who is trying to maintain, but also, you know, this maintenance of who they are and of their nature just comes naturally to them. So it's not something to work hard on for this person, it's just something to keep an eye on, something to be focused on, something to have awareness of for this person, to just like have this awareness of who they are, where they are going at all times, and where life is taking them. Even though like they are good at going with the flow, they are, you know, keeping an eye on where they are going at all times. Like they are someone who, like the dolphin, sleeps with one eye open on their spiritual journey, but they do not try to fixate on anything or try to, you know, block something out or try to, you know, make a structural and or integrity out of something. Like they allow life to take them where where it has to take them, but they do go through this journey or on this journey, like they are on this journey with a lot of awareness at all times. I'm sensing with the kingfisher, which allows them to have like this patience, this openness, this joy, this peaceful attitude with people around them, and this understanding of everyone around them, because they're all, at all times, in a way, you know, just being meta aware of what is going on in their lives and in themselves, basically. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I'm getting with these cards. Let's now go into the initials for you guys. So these might be your initials, but more likely they're going to be your person's initials coming up, just to give you a better idea of who they are. Also, we are going to be getting some keywords as well to maybe dive deeper into who your person is and to give you a bit more clarity about who they are. All right, so for pile number 3, Spirit, Let's get some initials, like some cards are already flying out. Let's get some initials here with pile number 3, spirits. Okay. Oh, you really want me to dive deep here. Okay. There we go. All right, so let's see what we have. What do we have here? So we have a little R. I'm hearing rider, ruler. Maybe like your person is a bit of a rider on the waves of life. Like maybe also a surfer. Like I'm seeing surfing right now. I'm not sure. Maybe they're also a good rider of waves, like rider of waves of their own emotions, their own life situations, you know, things of that nature. Also here we have the letter Z. So with this one, I'm hearing like zealous, but I'm also like seeing Z, you know, as the abbreviation and sign for sleeping. So this to me makes it look like your person is very relaxed, like they are that going with the flow person again, like they are someone who does like to take some time off, and someone who has no shame about taking time off for themselves and, you know, doing self-care and taking care of themselves, just diving deep into the love of their own self and who they are and what they have to do to take care of their own body and of their own emotional body and of their own soul. We also have F here. So yes, your person might also have quite a bit of desire for you here. So we also have a epsilon. And we have a G coming up. And we also have a letter T. I'm hearing teal. Also teal is represented here in all of these colors. So that might be, oh, another T. So that might be like the little T, or teal might be important for you guys. Maybe your person also likes to enjoy wearing the color teal, or they look like really good in it. We also have E coming up as your letter. All right. Also concerning other things, let me just, okay, this. Okay, this is the other things. Okay, so concerning astrology and zodiac, we also have fire represented here. So your person might be a fire sign. This is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So they might be someone who is also very passionate, someone who is also very good at transforming themselves. So as we were talking before with this author here, like your person might be someone who has gone through a lot in their lives, and they have, you know, gotten through by this ability to really transform themselves very quickly and really to transmute everything that no longer serves them, and to just, you know, renew themselves a lot over the years, over this flow of life that they have become so accustomed to, like really releasing into. Like they are very good at transforming themselves with this fire over here. Like they are good at molding themselves to suit the situation as well. Like they are very good at reading the room, I'm sensing here as well, like, and just being who they have to be for that situation, for those people. Like they are the type of person who is very good at being a chameleon, like a social chameleon that is just really able to adapt to what the room needs. But they're also someone who really likes to be in the center of attention here, I'm sensing with the fire. Yeah. Also here we have Virgo coming through, so your person might be a Virgo. So yeah, again, like I'm sensing like your person does have these strong boundaries here in place with the Virgo. Like they're not a pushover, like they like things to be set to them. They like to have clean slates with people as well. I'm sensing like this, there is this strong knowledge of sorry, just, you know, being who they are here with the Virgo card, with the Virgo keyword, sorry. Yeah, like there is this strong vibe of being who they are, of really allowing themselves to be grounded in who they are, to trust in who they are, and just follow and that knowledge, follow that intuition, like really be grounded in themselves, in who they are. We also have here the earth coming up, or Gaia. So your person is someone who, as I was talking about before, very in touch with nature, very in touch with their own nature as well. But yeah, also in touch with nature here with the earth coming up. Like they're very grounded. They're someone who is also very spiritual, someone who is very in touch with themselves, with the flow of life, with just the way that life should be lived based on them. Like they have this strong principle about how life should be, that it should be, very gentle, very soft, very malleable, that there should be a releasement to life, that there should be no holding or grasping or grabbling, but there should be like this gentleness, this slowness, and this understanding that is more prominent in life. And that's something that they are, trying to embody more within themselves, in ways of trying to bring that to other people as well. So they have like this feeling of trying to help others as well here with the earth coming up. And also we have the wise old man as the archetype coming up for your person. So yeah, again, like chiming in with everything that I was saying before, like they are someone who tries to embody this, how shall I put this, like an archetype of the sage, or that wise old person in the forest, like a hermit of sorts, but like someone who you come for guidance to. This is also why I was picking up on those like career options of being like a social worker or a counselor or a mentor of some kind. Like they are a person who really does well with guiding others. They might also resonate with being a type of healer, or a psychotherapist, a psychiatrist, or something of that nature. Like they're a type of person who is very much in tune with others, who is very much in tune with themselves, and someone who can help others transform a lot of what they are struggling with. Like they have this type of healing attitude and sage archetype about them. They have a lot of wisdom as well, I'm sensing here with the wise old man. All right, so let's see what we got for the enneagram. So we have the thinker coming up. So enneagram number 5. You also have like the observer. This thinker is a bit of an observer person. So your person who has their eye on you is very much an observer, someone who considers things as well, someone who likes to take things in before they make any type of contact, someone who likes to, in a way, narrow people out, or just try to understand people through the intuitive aspect more before they make contact with them. We also have loyalist coming up. So this is a type of a questioner person, someone who questions what is going on, someone who questions if something is right, someone who, just questions the status quo in general, and questions like how things have usually been done. This is quite an aspect of an innovator, someone who wants to and tries to do things differently, tries to do things how they feel is right to do them, and not just follow the prescribed version of how things are usually done or how things have been done by generation previously to them. So there is someone who tries to do things in a new way. Also have here the generalist, so number 7 enneagram. So yeah, this person likes to, also in a way keep it general, but just like have this overview of things often. Like they're not someone who is going to nitpick too much. They are going to try to keep like an overview of the situation. They are going to look at the forest and not so much to the trees. They're only going to look at the trees when they are dealing with specific situation and specific people. Like they are going to then attune themselves to those type of of people, but most of all, like they are the type of person who is going to look at the whole picture, look at the broader picture. They're going to follow their intuition and just, you know, keep a big picture eye view when they are dealing with things in their lives. All right, so let's get some tarot cards right now to see and get more information about who has their eyes on you, my pile number 3. Okay, so Spirit, what can you tell us about this person? Okay, this flipped over. No. Who has their eyes on pile number 3 and whoops. Damn, okay. Too many. Okay, let's try this again. Who has their eyes on pile number 3, Spirit? Who has their eyes on pile number 3? You also haven't gotten into the why. Why are they keeping their eye on you? Like, what's going on? Who has their eyes on pile number 3, Spirit? Okay, so we have the King of Swords. Ooh, interesting. Interesting, okay. Whoops. We also have this interesting card, which is the Patreons. This is in this deck. I have left it in this deck because it, to me, basically means a community and support. So they might be keeping an eye on you just to try to figure out if you need support of some kind, or, you know, if you need someone to be there for you. Like, there is this sense of trying to figure out here whether or not they should step in with something. Like, there is this sense of not yet knowing and not understanding you. Like, you are a book that they cannot read here, if you can see. Like, they have this book with like completely blank pages, and to me this is making it seem like they cannot read you. Like, they are confused about you, and that is something that doesn't usually happen with them. Like, they can usually read people very well. Like, they're a person who is very intuitive and has that down to a T. But like with you, they have nothing. Like, nothing is written in your page, nothing is written in your book, or at least it's not written in the way that they could read it. So that's why they might be keeping an eye on you, because you're basically interesting to them, and they would like to make some type of a connection with you. Like, they would like to maybe offer a helping hand if you are struggling. Like, this will probably resonate just for a tiny variety, like tiny portion of you guys, but for most of you, like, this is going to be a person who likes to or wants to make a type of a connection, like wants to make a friendship type of a connection with you guys. Like, they might also recognize that you are someone who resonates on their own level. So resonates on this level of love, of joy, of patience, of understanding. They might also recognize you as someone who is an awakened person, and someone who is also very wise and tries to be a force for good in life. And that's why they would maybe just want to connect with you here with the Patreons card coming up. Like, they would like to maybe build something with you as well. Like, I'm mostly getting very friendship vibes from this this pile. I couldn't get the word, but yeah, like the other piles were more like soulmate and past lover vibes. But this one is mostly just like a friendship. Like, they are keeping their eye on you because they would like to be your friend. They would like to get to know you better. They would like to maybe build something with you, something that would help others as well. Like, they see you as someone who shares their principles, shares their outlook on life, and they would basically like to connect with those people more. I'm sensing from these cards coming up. Like, they would just really like to connect with you, to be able to share ideas, to be able to have the like-minded person in their lives, like to have a like-minded person who they can talk about spirituality with, who they can talk about more esoteric things with, and so on, you know. So that's why they are keeping their eye on you, just to try to figure it out, maybe if you are also into these types of things, or, you know, if they could come closer to be a friend to you. So they're trying to, you know, just test the waters a bit with this keeping their eye on you situation. Just trying to understand if you are the right, let's say, person for them, if you are the one who is going to, you know, help them also understand themselves, someone who is going to be a good conversationist, and someone who is going to, you know, align yourself well with them concerning your interests, your hobbies, your principles, and how you see the world and how you understand the world. All right, so what else? Pile number 3. What else? Who has their eye on pile number 3 and why? Who has their eyes on pile number 3? Spirit? Whoops. Okay, so we here have the 9 of Cups coming up. So yeah, again, this card is letting me know that this person is someone who is very relaxed within themselves, someone who is very relaxed in their emotional body, in their emotional self. Like they are someone who is very much in tune with their emotions, in tune with who they are. They are very comfortable in their own body as well. And they are someone who is very chill. And basically, like, they are completely relaxed with who they are. Like, they are that type of guy, like, around the fire that is maybe singing songs and is just, you know, connecting with everyone and just being so very friendly and just vibing with everyone and singing and just, you know, sharing stories and being completely lovable and, you know, just also raw with how they are explaining things and how that so strong this emotional depth is inside of them. So yeah, like this is the type of person who has their eye on you. And I don't know, I'm not sure if there's anything else. Like, let's see, Spirit, is there anything else that you would like to say about this person? So who has their eyes on pile number 3, Spirit? What else could you say about this person? Okay, they also want me to show you this. So they want me to show Temperance. So yeah, your person is very balanced. Like this person who has their eyes on you, they want to be friends, they want to connect, they want to build something together. They want to support you maybe on your healing journey for some of you. But most of all, they just want to be friends with you. They want to connect. They want to, you know, be friends basically, like be friends in the most raw sense of the word, just to be vulnerable with you, to listen to you and to share their own selves with you. But they're overall very balanced. They're very much of a healer person. They're also someone who might, you know, resonate with a sacred geometry here with Temperance card coming up. But most of all, like, I'm sensing that they are very balanced. They're very temperate. They are very just like chill, a very chill dude, like a chill man, and a healer, like someone who really understands spirituality, someone who's been through a lot as well and just is striving to make the world a better place. And they see that you could be someone who does this with them, or you could be someone who helps them to get to know themselves better, and also they could be someone who helps you get to know yourself better, right? And they just see like this possibility here for you to help each other and to be there for each other and to have like this beautiful friendship unravel basically. And yeah, that's it. Like that's what Spirit is saying. That's what this is all about. So I don't know, I just feel like I'm going to leave it at that for you guys. So yeah, also, like, here is the 3 of Pentacles that just slid out of the deck. So this to me is just a bit of a confirmation that they want to build something with you in the physical. Maybe this is also a business idea or something that they would like to build with you. Maybe they have a business idea and they are looking for like-minded people that would help them, you know, just think this through and get it done in some sense, like start to make progress on this thing. So they see you as someone who would help them get better about and get better concerning their own selves, but also get better in a way that they would use you in a sense, not use you in a bad sense of the word, but just, you know, you could help them and collaborate with them to build some kind of a safe space for people, or just to bring more awareness to people concerning spirituality, spiritual awakening, and other spiritual and maybe occult, esoteric issues that not many people know about, but maybe should, because they're a big aspect of their lives nonetheless. So that's basically it. That's what's coming up for you guys, my beautiful pile number 3. So I hope this reading resonated for you. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with me for this reading. It was truly a pleasure to read for you guys. Also, if you like this reading, please consider giving it a thumbs up down below this video, and also subscribe for more similar pick a card readings in the future. Also, if you feel like you would want a private reading from me, all the information is available in the description box below this video. So without anything else to say, I would just like to wish you all the best on your continued journey, and I do hope to see you again in another one of my videos. Take care, you guys. Bye bye. Mwah.